Welcome back, everyone. If you're looking to book more discovery calls or clients, then you're in the right place. Now, I recently made another video about the types of bonuses that you can include in your offers, which you can check out here. But in any case, let's go ahead and jump right in to the 10 steps to create high-ticket bonuses for your offers. Before we jump into what you should include in your high-ticket bonuses, let's start out with what you should not do. Now, the first thing that you should not do with your high-ticket bonus is make it necessary. In other words, since this is a bonus, you shouldn't make it necessary to access or to reach the full potential of your original product or offer. A few more high-ticket bonuses you should avoid offering more of the same. The next two things to avoid in your bonuses is number one, to avoid giving just flat out just more work. In other words, just extra tasks that don't necessarily get them closer to the goal or outcome that they are looking for. The next thing to avoid in your high-ticket bonuses is everything. Now, I know that when most, especially new entrepreneurs, are creating a new program or new course, they feel compelled to include absolutely everything. But in most cases, your prospect just wants these steps to get to the outcome that they are looking for. So short story here, don't include too much or too many steps that they aren't interested in or that they've probably already done. The next step to creating high-ticket bonuses is to make their path to that outcome easier or faster. In fact, the higher value will come from getting them there faster. So let's start out with that point actually of speed. Now, if your prospect wants to lose 20 pounds or wants to double their sales or whatever it might be, they actually don't care about your process or your method or how you learned it. What they really care about is getting them to that outcome as soon as possible. Now, I don't mean to jump over the speed factor too quickly because it is extremely important. However, the other half of this equation is making their path to their desired outcome easier. Now, you can call this convenience or simplicity, but the point is that if you can make the path to reaching their desired outcome easier and faster, especially faster, you can make your offer much more compelling. The next step to creating high-ticket bonuses is to include your personal time. Now, I know that I already mentioned this in my previous video about the types of bonuses, but the point is that in most cases, the best thing that you can offer somebody to help them to reach their goal is personal time with you. Now, this can be extra visits or sessions or calls or whatever it might be. Now, there definitely is something to be said about scalability and expansion to where you don't want to include too much of your own personal time. But especially when you're getting started, let's just say you're under 6 figures a month still. Then in that case, you should definitely consider giving more of your personal time. The next step to creating high-ticket bonuses is to make it short and punchy and simple and relevant. In other words, you don't want to confuse your prospect at all. I've mentioned this before that maybe one of the biggest rules of marketing is if you confuse them, you lose them. But maybe more importantly is to keep it relevant. So in other words, if your main offer is to help them lose 20 pounds, then you want the bonus offer to make it easier or faster or just overall generally relevant to that exact same goal. The next step to creating unique bonuses is a little bit different actually, which is to use your competitors' USPs or unique selling propositions as your actual bonus. So as I've mentioned before, if you are niched down enough, then you probably, or at least shouldn't, have at least 5 more direct competitors. So for example, if you offer your prospects help with their sales process or their funnels, then maybe some of your indirect competitors help them with their Facebook ads or Google ads or some other type of traffic generation method. One option of what you could do in this case is you can include some type of Facebook ad ads training as a bonus, or Google ads training as a bonus, or Pinterest or Instagram or whatever it might be. The next step to creating high-ticket bonuses is to consider making them just as good as the main offer. Now, I know that seems a little bit crazy. Wow, but I already made my offer so great. How can I add more bonuses that are just as good or valuable as my main offer? Well, the answer might seem a little simplistic, but the answer is to just do it. You can make your bonuses much more compelling by adding a number or a metric, but the point is that your main bonus or two should actually be as good as your main offer. The next step to creating high-ticket bonuses is to neutralize objections. Now, in other words, I know this is a little bit more of a sales tactic, but when it comes to sales or selling them on your actual call or whatever it might be, there are some standard or usual or more common objections that you're likely to hear. So the point is that if you can, you should neutralize those common objections in your bonuses. The point is that neutralizing potential objections actually plays a huge role in all sales, which can help you if you throw it into your bonuses. The next step to create high-ticket bonuses is to make them unique. So for example, if everyone else is focusing on Facebook ads, you can differentiate by focusing on Google ads. Or if everybody else is focusing on Google ads, you can zoom in and focus on only video/YouTube ads. The point is that bonuses that are more unique or memorable are much more likely to sell your offer. The next step to create high-ticket bonuses is to give your audience agency, in other words, choices. Now, this is another point that I mentioned in my previous bonus video, but the point is that especially high-ticket prospects, they expect to have at least a little bit of agency or personal choice. So this means that your bonus can give them a choice of which event to attend, or which webinar, or which bonus to get, or which document to download, or anything like that. The next step to create high-ticket bonuses is to incorporate psychological buying triggers, mainly urgency and scarcity. So you've probably heard me talk about these before, which is that urgency, which is limited time, and scarcity, which is limited amount, are two of the biggest, maybe the biggest buying triggers on earth. In other words, if somebody is presented with an offer or a product which actually they can use or which would help them, it's pretty common that they will have initial or reflexive resistance to it. So what buying triggers do is they actually do us a favor by getting us out of our own way and giving us a little bit extra motivation to buy now and take advantage of those benefits. And maybe the number one step to creating your high-ticket bonuses is to hit the like button and subscribe below. If you learned something interesting today, it does help a lot. For more help finding your niche, creating your signature program, and getting clients, then book a free call with me below to find the biggest opportunities in your business as well. Well, that wraps us up for today. Thanks everyone for stopping by, and I'll see you on the next one.